represented by the devil. Now, everybody always gets upset about the devil, but the devil is not a bad card at all, actually. In fact, I think this is exactly the energy that you probably need right now. A bit of self-imposed restriction or a sense of discipline, that Saturn energy, is going to kind of bring you the strength and focus, the control that you need. It's sort of binding, so it can feel really restricting, which makes sense because you're represented by the Emperor, and then you have the Nine of Swords, so you're stressed about this Ten of Pentacles, bringing in this foundation or bringing in some kind of conclusion. And, you know, I think that what you'll find, and maybe you speculate, that if you just do a little, don't overextend yourself, have that sense of control, have that sense of knowing the appropriate amount of energy to feed something. This could be in your work, this could be in your relationships, this could just be in your life. You know, it's sort of directing you towards balance. I do think that there is something significant about relationships or connections or someone that you're working with in some kind of way. You know, there's a need to be sharp and match the energy. This could be in education. You know, it could even be in personal matters. It's like, this would sort of be around more so refining yourself or improving yourself, or you know, your contribution to each other or in some way. But there's an opportunity ahead of you with whatever this may involve. And I think that it'll go really well if you don't go flying off the fucking handles, right? And you have the Hierophant in your perspective, so, you know, I think that you're starting to see things from a higher perspective. I think that you're also gaining an understanding of who you are in a lot of ways, in a deeper sense, in a spiritual sense, in a philosophical sense. Ten of Cups, King of Swords, and the outside influence. So there is sort of you know, I feel like something can present as very flat or unconcerned or like even cold, but there's something to be discovered there in some kind of way, or it transforms, because your outcome is the Star. So this, you know, the Star, it comes after the Devil and the Tower, which are both in this spread, mind you. And so the Star represents that period of relief after all of this sort of, you know, tumultuous or difficult energy. It's the solace, it's the quiet after the storm, it's under the night sky, it's, you know, the nurturing that comes as reward after the destruction and the rebuilding of whatever. And you may have left a lot behind, maybe in your point of view or in activities you've engaged with or people or whatever, you know. You've probably been in some sort of process of change for some time now, and it's all kind of building towards this Star outcome, the reward of said changes, whatever they may be for you. I'm going to pull an advice spread for you. Before I do that, I do want to take a moment to promote my Patreon. That is where all the extended versions of these readings go, as well as other exclusive content and monthly art prints. It is a great way to support me as an independent artist and creative. That being said, if you want to work with me on a one-on-one level, I do have a sale on all personal readings right now till the end of October. So this is the last week to take advantage of that sale. So if you want to book with me, now's a great time to do it. You know, I feel like, especially with this Nine of Wands representing you. So this is someone who's been through a lot and has sort of a rigid and guarded kind of perspective. And, you know, you even have the Page of Swords above you, so it's like you're trying to gain information, right? But, you know, I think that what this spread is sort of encouraging is to kind of see past that a little bit. Have faith in the good of things and of people in particular with this Two of Cups in the outcome. You know, I think that you're maybe sort of breaking out of the way you've always done things or seen things, or, you know, whatever process you've been sort of willing to accept or not accept. You're sort of looking at the ability to be flexible. I mean, as a means to an end, you know, so it's like it's not a matter of really compromising or settling or anything. It's just understanding the ebb and flow of things, or understanding how to sort of organically move with life or whatever situations you may be dealing with, and understanding that there are other perspectives outside of just yours. You know, because a lot of times people will think, you know, because they feel one way or they see things one way, everybody else should, or automatically assume that everybody else does. But that's not the case. Not everybody thinks like you, not everybody feels like you. And that doesn't mean that you can't find that doesn't mean you can't be cohesive. That doesn't mean that you can't, you know, come together in a good way. That doesn't mean you can't function well. It just means that you have to give things room to breathe. You have to have an expansive mind. You have to have an open mind. You can't just bulldoze your way through every situation. And there is a judgment call being made right now, or some kind of finality of stepping into a new chapter of things. But I feel like it's maybe, I don't want to even say delicate. It just seems as though there's a lot of work to be done on multiple levels, okay? Like in your life and maybe in a particular situation as well. It's like you have to handle this with wisdom and grace. I mean, I would say the same thing about your life. Most people don't. Most people are train wrecks. And I'm not saying I'm not, okay? But, you know, most things need to be, it's better to approach things wisely. And, you know, momentum picks up ahead of you. Creativity, inspiration, passion, whatever it may be. And what I'm also kind of getting is like to consider the contribution that you bring to people's life and what they bring to yours. And how, you know, also like if you really observe people, you can kind of see a reflection of yourself often in other aspects of life. Like you may be upset with one thing that's happening, but if you look over at another scenario that you're dealing with, you might be doing the exact same thing. It's just a matter of like context and circumstance. There could be like changes to your home life. There could be changes to your foundations. There could be, this would be for the better though. You know, and a lot of this is going to come down to, again, your ability to sort of transform and transcend a limited perspective. So I'm going to take this to the extended on my Patreon. If you want to join me over there, amazing. If not, I appreciate you watching and I hope that you have a great day.